Hey y'all, this is lesson 3 of the White Trash Guide to speaking French and getting along in France. And you'll notice that I'm dressed like a clown. I am a clown. But at the same time, when I go to Paris, France, I don't dress like a clown. I don't. And the reason I don't is because I feel like David Attenborough, I don't want to look like a douchebagus Americanus. And if you think that going to a restaurant in Paris, France, I'm talking even a mediocre restaurant, not even chez Maxime or Maxime's or Le Tour Argent, and if you think this is appropriate footwear, and this stupid fucking gear on my head, and this stupid fucking shirt, if you think, and the shorts I'm wearing, the cargo shorts, of course they're cargo shorts. If you think that's appropriate dinner wear for Paris, you're wrong, and I don't blame you. I don't blame you. You don't know any better, right? And that's why I think a lot of the conflict comes when, when fools like us show up in Gay Perry and we're like, hey honey, let's go eat. Oh, that looks like Outback. No, they ain't got no Outback Steakhouse here, do they? Let's go to that there place there, that Maxime's. Oh, that sounds good. And they waddle their bodies into, and they look like they should be at the beach, maybe. And the the hostess or whoever, they take one look at you and they're like, no. no, you're not coming in here looking like clowns, you're not. And we understand you're American because you look like you're American, and we know you've got a credit card. And we have standards, right? And I know they do because when I first moved to Normandy, France in 2001, we were in Deauville, I believe, and I told my wife, I said, well, because I was thinking Reno, Nevada, right? Which is, where I'm from and where I gambled most of, I'm from California, but. And the fucking dude at the casino was wearing a tuxedo, right? And I was dressed like this. I just been at the beach with my wife and kids. And he looked at me like, are you lost? Deliveries are behind the back. What are you doing here? I came to gamble. He said, no, monsieur. Dégage. Fuck off. So, what I'm trying to say is, when you go to dinner in Paris, Parisians and French, they take dining very seriously, and they take dining out extremely seriously because, unlike Americans, the French salary is probably in dollars. Let's say, a good salary here would be $2,000 a month, which is 1,700 euros, something, right? And then that's just, it ain't a lot, And so when they go out to dinner, they take it very seriously and they dress accordingly, right? Whereas we're from the Starbucks, the fucker ruckers, fucker ducker, whatever, the Outback steak fucker, whatever, and strip malls, that's our aesthetic, right? It's just, hey, let's go slap on the feed bag and eat some shit and get the fuck out. It ain't like that in Paris. In Paris, you take your time, you savor it. It's important. It's important on many different levels. And just a side note to that, I remember my mom came to visit us in Paris, and we were at a family member's house. And this was my wife's aunt was a gourmet cook, and there were, I swear to God, 16 courses. And my mom, by the third hour of sitting at the table, she was apoplectic. She wanted to murder some French people, and she kept rolling her eyes and looking. I said, Mom, that's just the way it is here. Now, dinner in Paris is not going to be 3 hours, right? But they're not going to rush you. And they're not going to come and they're going to say, when you have a mouthful of delicious food, how's everything tasting, y'all? They're not going to do that. In fact, you're going to think they're being rude because they're not coming over and bothering you every 15 fucking seconds to make sure they get a good tip because they asked you how good the fucking food was. It's not like that here, right? It's different. You know, America's great. America's fun. America is like the Disneyland of countries, probably, right? Paris is different. You don't want to be a clown here unless you're a clown, you know, a professional clown. And then you would be practicing your mimeship at a restaurant. Anywho, like I said, during the day, every single time you're addressing somebody during the day, it's what? What is it? Bonjour, bonjour. Okay, now it's nighttime. You've left your hotel. You want to go get something to eat at a restaurant, right? And there will be several wherever you are in Paris. If you're in a, let's say, tourist area, but they're all touristy. Anywhere that's not in the banlieue, anywhere that's not giant HLMs that ring the north, there are going to be lots of restaurants and very good restaurants too. So don't be a douchebagus Americanus, right? This is not appropriate footwear for a restaurant in France, any restaurant in France, anywhere in France. Unless you're on the beach and they're serving like frites, French fries, and mussels or something. So, au restaurant. Oh, do you remember what that means from the first? It means at the. Okay, at the. Oh, it's a contraction for at the restaurant, right? You go in and you can tell the person in charge there's going to be, like in America, the podium, and there's going to be a person standing there. And you're going to say, what? You're going to say bonjour? No, because it's not daytime. It's not jour, but it's soir. You're going to say, bonsoir, madame. Allez, go, let me hear you. Perfect. Bonsoir, monsieur. Say it. Perfect, you know. Avez-vous, have you, une table pour trois? So I'm imagining it's your wife, you, and your kid, right? Let's say you got 2 kids. It'd be, bonsoir, mesdames, avez-vous une table pour 4? Ou 5 if you've got 3 kids, etc., right? So, again, at the restaurant, you say, bonsoir, madame, bonsoir, monsieur, allez. Avez-vous une table pour, have you a table for, avez-vous une table pour 3? Allez, say it. Perfect, right? And they will, if you're not dressed like a fucking cretin, and they've got space, they'll find you a table, and you won't have to wait too long. And you know, many of the nice thing I've noticed in France is that many of the these days, in fact, most of the menus are in English and French. It seems to be that way, that they've made it easier for les étrangères, the strangers, the foreigners, which is good and bad. And the other thing I want to throw in there is that French are getting fat. They're getting fat, and they're getting tattoos too. I mean, French culture in the 15 years I've been absent has changed so much. I think they're eating a lot of processed food. There are a shit ton of fucking KFCs, McDonald's, all kinds of fast food restaurants everywhere. Kids are on their tablets, adults are on their, you know. So the French are getting fat. That's one of the good things is, as an American, you can come here and say, God damn, I ain't that fat. But if you don't dress like, don't fat, they still won't. Even fat, they're not going to dress like someone in Boca Raton, Florida, who's eating shrimp at a shrimp shack. Okay. Anyways, I hope this was helpful, and love you all. And come to France, dude. We'd love to have you. All right, love you all. Bye.